Not many toys was a good thing. I still remember the Christmas I got my Susie homemaker oven. The sweet smell of those little cakes that magically seemed to slide out. The heat of that light bulb that wouldn't pass today's safety standards. I actually remember most of my toys from my childhood years of the 1960s. That's because they were few and far between, and therefore appreciated and treasured. Our family was poor even in the days when most were starting to get their heads above deep financial waters. Each Christmas, my parents gave each one of us a nice and thoughtful gift. My favorite toy was for my 6th Christmas and was a little wooden piano like Schroeder's in Peanuts. I snuck out of bed in the middle of that Christmas night and in the dark found it. Somehow I knew it was for me. I hugged it to my chest and I took it back to bed with me. Plucking out songs on that little piano awakened the beginning of a lifetime of composing my own music. I guess the neighbors felt sorry for my sister and me and gave us some of their children's cast-off dolls. The clothes were missing, so with scraps of material from my mother, my sister started making clothes from them at the tender age of 8. Little snaps, lace, rick-rack trim transformed these dolls into something special, and my sister's been able to sew and design her own clothes ever since. From odds and ends, she also made a dollhouse for us. My sister is now so crafty and able to make something out of nothing, she could have her own craft channel on YouTube. The most memorable toy I recall that my brother Tim had was one of the first G.I. Joe dolls. He was just the right size to go on a date with my Francie doll. Come to think of it, I think he married her once. With not many toys to play with, Tim started disassembling objects around the house just to see how they work. I remember he got into some hot water taking my dad's wind-up alarm clock apart. Tim must have learned something because he now has his own automotive repair shop and holds a patent for a cart he invented. My brother Mike received a few Lionel trains here and there, but to make his trains longer, he started building to scale more train cars. He also built mostly from scratch a train layout. In later years, he wrote articles for train hobby magazines about how to do these things. Chris, another brother, and his desire for motorized toys, started salvaging lawnmower parts from neighbors and relatives and began building his own. He still works as a mechanic and once ran his own small engine repair shop. The Sears and Roebuck catalog that we devoured at each arrival caused us to drool over its offerings of above-ground pools and swing sets. But no problem. My brothers, with shovel in hand, found the perfect spot in our woods and dug out a swimming hole in the yellow clay. We came out as yellow as the clay, but it was cool and refreshing on those hot summer days. A plank thrown over an old oil drum became a seesaw. A board attached to a chain hung from the hickory tree at the barn, a swing. And my train-loving brother built a flat car train ride for us. Making our own amusements awakened creative engineering and mechanical skills in all of us. Not having many toys turned out to be a good thing.